Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're going to be playing the Engineer and we are going to be continuing the Mastering Brotato series in Abyssal Terrors. Yeah, you can see here we have plus 10 Engineering and we also have Engineering modifications are increased by 25%. You start with one wrench and structures spawn close to each other. However, we have reduced damage modifications. Technically, you could do something like it with the plank because it scales off Engineering, so you get the boost here, even though you do get the negative here. It still ends up getting even more, or more damage. The hammer also not really an option in my opinion. Screwdriver you could do some silly things with, but personally I think just going with the wrench is by far the safest thing to do on this character because his strength does not come from his ability to stack engineering or anything like that. It's the fact that his structures spawn close together. You see we have all of our turrets here and we can just sit here very calmly, right, in a relaxing manner and do almost nothing. We do want to pick up the materials of course, but we pretty much just sit near our turrets. We're going to take engineering here and roll for wrenches. Oh, fertilizer is really good as well. We're going to want to get that. And another wrench. But you know what? Since we don't need it quite yet, I'm actually going to do this and lock the book as well and keep going. Because if we get the harvesting now, we can get the extra 8 materials back. So it kind of pays for itself. Even though we can't get the wrench right away, we don't need it to win these early waves. But yeah, this is going to be a very, let's say, relaxing video, I guess, because this character, not too complicated. You don't personally have to do much aside from avoid being hit and stay near turrets. That's pretty much it. Let's take some harvesting since we do get the fertilizer and start stacking that up a little bit. Another wrench, and we're down to 0 materials. We can pick up a helmet. 1 armor for 2% speed is a pretty good trade. Okay, let's be a little careful here. And again, yeah, we're just mainly trying to dodge. What you can do is move a little bit behind your turrets more so enemies walk through them. That way all the enemies will end up getting hit by them, not just the ones that are walking into range. Oh, something else we can do is go for this tree. We finally have a job while our trees kill everything, or our turrets kill everything, sorry. We get to kill trees, chop down trees. Any engineering? Well, luck is good. Max HP is also okay, we'll take those. They're pretty safe stats to take, so I'm happy to pick them up. More coupons, fertilizers, and wrenches, perfect. Oh, sharp bullet is also really nice. So your turrets do not get affected by damage percent. They do get affected by secondary stats, so that does include piercing damage. However, a lot of turrets don't have piercing, so if you get piercing, you can make your turrets, oh, especially tier 1 turrets. Actually, tier 1 turrets, you can make them start piercing, which means they just get a little bit better damage, especially against big groups of enemies. Like if you're facing a horde in your run, if you see here, we're facing 3 elites above the resume, it says 3 elites, 11, 14, and 17. We're going to have 3 elites to fight later on, but for now, we are just going to be fighting a lot of small enemies, right? So piercing can be nice. I'll just take some luck here. Engineering is great. A little bit of luck and engineering early on are really nice, so I'm pretty happy to take either of those. Oh, a Tyler, nice. So that's a free, it's basically a free, free turret for us. So pretty happy to pick that up. Okay. And when you're in the early waves, you can actually move out a bit. Your wrenches still deal a decent amount of damage, even if you're clearly, yeah, obviously we're not dealing nearly as much as our turrets, but we still deal enough to clear out these enemies in the early game, because they haven't scaled up quite yet. So even without any melee damage, or any other damage stats to scale our wrench damage, we can still kill enemies relatively easily. Get this tree, and then walk into this clump here. Okay, not too bad. More harvesting is okay. Wrench, a Tyler, this is so expensive, but we're definitely buying it. We're also going to lock this garden. Since it is a structure, oh nice, luck engineering and chance to double material value, so that's pretty nice. It should pay for itself. We really don't care about damage percent. We just care about stats that affect our turrets and getting more turrets and getting more structures. So that also includes those gardens. And yeah, look at the Tyler. You see he does a lot of bolts that shoot out in different directions. So you do want to make sure you let him get his ability off It's not the longest range, so just make sure you're standing in positions where enemies will actually walk into your turrets. Okay, we're just gonna keep picking up all the materials here. And there we go. Not too bad, right? Super easy. We don't really need crit chance. There is something that would encourage us to take crit chance, but there's only a small chance we actually find it. And oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're gonna pick up the warrior helmet. And that's it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, there's an item called Pile of Books, I believe it is. Pile of Books, which basically converts, or doesn't convert, it applies your crit chance, your character's crit chance to your turrets, and gives them the ability to crit. So you can make it so that if you have 100% crit, your turrets will crit every single hit. But there's a chance we just don't find the item. We probably will, to be fair. It's only tier 3. It's very likely we find it, especially since we took a lot of luck early on. However, taking crit chance this early on means we have a much lower chance of actually killing the elites we're going to have to fight. Because remember, wave 11, we're fighting an elite. We need stats now to kill that. So more engineering is going to be number 1 priority. And then just getting upgrades on our wrenches is going to be the second priority. Okay, melee and crit chance minus max HP. We can take this actually, it's okay. You know what, I'll take this as well. More harvesting. You know what, sure, we'll also take that. It's a little overkill, to be honest. I think Broken Mouth is really nice. Gentle Alien's also very good. More enemies equals more money. Let's keep going. But yeah, similarly, there is the Improved Tools item, which basically increases your structure's attack speed based on your own attack speed. It's not one-to-one like the crit chance one is, but it's a percentage of your own attack speed will be applied to your turrets. So taking attack speed, taking crit chance can be okay. But again, if you don't find improved tools, you don't find pile of books, it's just going to be kind of worthless in the late game. So it's best to just focus on more engineering, so you have an actual immediate impact for your turret's damage. Immediate improvement. Let's make sure we're not getting hit by sharks here. We have one job, and it's basically to not get hit, pick up materials, and maybe hit some trees every so often. That's it. Very simple. Oh, we couldn't even kill the tree in time. Oh, that's so sad. We're gonna reroll for a tier 3 upgrade. Sure, we'll take speed. We have very little speed. We want it against bosses, even though it doesn't matter too much right now. Wrench. Okay, Eye Surgery is very good. Faster burning activation is actually counted as a secondary stat, and the tier 2 turret has a burn, so we want to pick that up. Tier 2 turrets have really good damage. It's just not immediate damage. And yeah, we just want to stay near Tyler and behind the other turrets, so everything has a chance to use its ability properly and actually hit the enemies for us. I don't even really have to move, even if I get hit. There's not much reason. I do want to pick up all the materials though, obviously, so let's go ahead and do that. Give me the tree as well. All these materials, we need to make sure to pick all of this up. I'm gonna need all of this to buy items with. Yeah, just look at this turret damage. You know, funnily enough, I think the engineer is not bad in a 20 wave run. It depends how lucky you get, of course, but you could say that about a lot of characters. But on average, I personally think the engineer is not the strongest in 20 waves, but in endless, he's actually pretty insane. Because you play around turrets for so long, and turrets are incredibly busted in the late game. Luck. Since in the late game, you can get all of the items which apply to your turrets, and then you can also get things like the Giant's Belt, Greek Fire, which do percentage-based damage every time you deal damage. Things like that are really good with turrets, because they do apply on turrets. Armor and engineering minus max HP. We'll take it because the engineering is just that worth it. And a Lost Stock, we'll also take that. Adrenaline is good for dodge and healing potentially. Another one of these. And an Acid is also good. Oh, a Snake is also good as well. I didn't even see that for a second. Okay, it's not reroll. I did a video on the Entrepreneur yesterday, which you have to roll to 0 at the end of every shop. And I feel like that that run is kind of rubbing off on me a little bit here. I'm kind of like rolling more than I should sometimes. But again, we're just trying to pick up all the things all the materials. We don't care about anything else really. There's a blobfish. It's gonna spawn lampreys here in a sec. Be careful. Yep, there you go. All the lampreys charged out. We're okay now. We're just trying to dodge all the slashes, right? Not walk into melee range. Nothing too special happening here. Next wave, we are going to be facing an elite. It's going to be very difficult. We don't have that much damage yet, and our turrets are not quite strong enough, I think, to even kill it. It depends which elite we fight. There's a chance we can kill it. There's also a chance we have no chance to kill it. So, oh, engineering is amazing though, right before the boss. And we're going to pick up all of these, and landmines as well. Landmines scale off engineering, so it's actually a pretty good pickup. Scar is good. And let's just go. Elites, here we go. Oh, it's the bat. Okay, this one's not too bad for us. We do have to make sure we actually move out of the way. Don't let him walk into us. But for the most part, we can keep him near our turrets. So this should be killable, I believe. Again, we just have to move out of the way here. Keep moving out of the way. Don't let the circle hit us. Okay, now we're just kind of relaxing here. Near the turrets again. Always staying near your turrets. Trying to stay out of range of him. Do not go for melee hits. It's not necessary. And it will put you in danger. Because you have less time to react to the projectiles he shoots out if you're in melee range. This way we have a lot more room to dodge. And we have like a whole 3 seconds to react. So, yeah, if you're fighting this guy, this is the gargoyle. Very simple fight. Put him on your turrets and try to stay in range of your turrets and away from him. And he's dead. There you go. Yeah. I won't say we got lucky, because there were quite a few bosses we could have killed, but that's definitely one of the ones we could kill for sure. So, pretty good for us. Max HP and luck, and we lose damage percent, which we don't care about, so perfect. HP regen, sure, we'll take that. We could get more harvesting, but I think at this point we should really just get engineering. Nice, engineering, perfect. Garden this. Pencil alien, more enemies. Dangerous bunny, duct tape. Lifesteal and more enemies. I feel like I might be pushing it a little bit with how many additional enemies we're putting in our run. No, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We are definitely pushing it a little bit, but I don't think it's that bad. The engineer is very good at killing a lot of enemies. It's just not amazing at killing bosses early on. So getting plus enemies is not a big deal. It's actually good. We get more materials and XP. And it's not really difficult for our turrets to handle the additional enemies. Dodge. Dodging when we need to. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying too much because the rules have not changed. I'm just trying not to get hit, pick up materials, occasionally get some trees. And these waves are not too difficult. So at this point, we could take some crit chance in anticipation of getting the item I mentioned earlier. I don't mind that. Okay, I don't want to roll too much, so I'm just going to take some luck here. And pick up all of these, and then roll. Wrench upgrade, and another mouse, okay. Wrench, and this is good as well. Lifesteal and HP regen is pretty nice. More tanky stats for us. Okay. And yeah, we're just in our bunker here. Very simple. Lots of materials, nice. We can tank a ton of damage and still be really safe as well. That doesn't mean we need to tank the damage, right? But we could if we wanted to. Also, if you guys enjoyed the engineer, you could potentially watch my streamer videos in the past. I had an endless video on the streamer. Wait, did I have two? I might have had two endless videos on the streamer, or maybe, no, that's not right. I only had one endless video, but I also did a guide on him in the base game, not in the DLC yet. I will do one in the DLC eventually, but for now I haven't. But yeah, basically, the streamer is actually better at playing around turrets than this character is, the engineer. I'd even say he gets more engineering stat than this guy as well. Piercing damage is good, we don't need damage percent anyways. Oh my god. You know what, we'll take some range, why not? Sure. I don't want to roll anymore. Too many rolls. Oh, there's improved tools. So now our attack speed is going to apply to turrets 50% of it. Okay. Obviously, we don't really have any attack speed. But with that means we can take some attack speed, and it's going to be better than taking just all engineering. This guy's pretty annoying. What you just have to do is pretty much just walk in circles around him like this. And of course, stay near your turrets, okay? Always stay near your turrets. Do not leave your turrets. They are going to make sure you're not getting hit by other enemies. They're basically, they're not protecting you from the boss, but they're protecting you from everything else by killing them. Just look at this. This is one of the harder ones as well. We triggered our sunken bell, so it blew everything up there. Here in this phase, you can not really... Oh, okay, let's be careful. Pick up all the fruits. Yeah. Okay. We're back to being okay, mostly. Yeah, too many enemies. Mostly because we took all the additional enemies, items. But also the boss is just like being obnoxious in the side. We have to keep picking up fruits. This is probably the hardest. I think this is genuinely the hardest boss we could have gotten here. And we're still doing okay. Okay, we made it. That was pretty difficult, I will say. You can see how difficult it got near the end there. I'll take this for attack speed. And can I get more of a stat? Okay, HP regen is okay, yeah. Then we can take all of these and luck for HP regen as well. Attack speed again. We want to make sure picking those up. A wrench, nice. Tier 4 wrench. Okay, that was definitely... I think it definitely was the hardest elite we could have gotten. Because in that second phase, he goes to the center of the map right there and he does not move. So we can't get him that close to our turrets, and he's doing this massive ring of projectiles around the edge of the map, and he's also doing a second ring in the center, and he's shooting out projectiles. So he's making it like a living hell for us, and we are just kind of forced to stay in the circle near our turrets. So if you get that guy, I hope you can handle it. I can't help you too much. That is easily the hardest elite I think we could have found. So yeah, you might struggle there. It's funny because we got the gargoyle. I don't think the gargoyle was the easiest, but he was definitely one of the easiest ones we could have gotten. And then we got the hardest one on the next fight. So we got the easiest elite fight and the hardest elite fight back to back. But yeah, now we're back to just relaxing. Turrets just take care of everything for us. And we have our gardens to keep us high HP. Picking up all the HP regen. Nice, a turret, perfect. Engineering, we'll just take that for now. Attack speed, we could take that. Shady potion, toolbox is good even though we lose a little bit. Oh no, whoops. Okay, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Or I didn't pay attention, that's my fault. I'll take a peacock, extra XP gain, and this, and engineering as well, okay. That is my mistake. I just combined a weapon when I couldn't buy the other wrench yet. So now we're down a turret. I don't think we'll be in any trouble anyways, so it should be fine. Okay, I'm trying to kill these pods, but it would not really... We don't really have the damage. So this is again one of the weaknesses of this character. We don't really have any personal agency. We are just playing around where a turret spawn. I do still kind of enjoy this guy, but I think I did already say this, but I had an endless video where I played the streamer and I went with turrets and wrenches, and it genuinely feels like the streamer is a better engineer than the engineer. So if you guys do like this type of gameplay, you could watch that with the streamer. And I'd say, yeah, I really enjoy the streamer. I love the streamer, amazing character. But the engineer, not so much. Like, he's just okay. Like, you don't really have any, like I said, any freedom when it comes to your turrets and all. Okay, nice, we made it through. Sunken Bell has been blowing things up very nicely for us. We'll recycle that, we don't need it. 20 luck, we have so much luck. Max HP is good as well. We can pick this up now. Actually, extra stomach first, and then we'll just get a baby wrench. Max HP is good. We lose engineering there, no thank you. Fish hook, it's really late, actually. Do we want that? You know, it's so late, we don't need it anyways, let's just skip it. Oh, we're against another elite, okay. I forgot about that for a second. This is the Impaled Worm. He does a lot of charges and slashes. Just make sure you're not walking into him. You do have to have some sort of reaction when he charges. Make sure you just paying attention to him specifically. And notice where he's moving, and then move out of the slashes, and that's it. Overall, a simple fight, but it's a little difficult, like, mechanically, maybe. You're not used to fighting him. So it's okay if you struggle. You will get used to it, I'm sure, with some practice. Make sure we're healing enough. We're starting to get a little overwhelmed. Sunken Bell's coming in clutch. to get rid of all the random garbage on the screen. There are a lot of cursed enemies here, actually. They're causing us some issues, for sure. Ooh, okay. We're good again. Please die. Thank you. Okay, there we go. He's finally down. That took a lot longer than I was hoping for. Almost only 3 seconds left. Like I said, our character is not very good at killing bosses. That is the one small issue with him. We can't actually use this, but if we find pile of books, our turrets can use it. So we're going to take it. Speed and dodge, minus max HP and armor. We'll take this as well. We have a lot of... Oh, nice. Even 12% dodge. Okay, nice. So I was going to say, we have a decent amount of dodge already. Or it'll give us a decent amount of dodge. We have a decent amount of armor already. Wrench is good. We want that, of course. We're not doing fishhook stuff. We're just going to skip it. It's so late. It's whatever. Pick that up and lock a leather vest. Another wrench as well. Perfect. Okay, here we go. I would actually say that I feel like the flame turret, which is the tier 2, I sometimes feel like it does just do more damage than other ones. But the tier 4 is actually incredibly strong. It does the explosion on contact. And it has really good engineering scaling. So it scales super well with our character. Since we get so much of the actual, engineering stat. We could definitely use more attack speed for our turrets. They're pretty slow right now. More attack speed would be beautiful, I'd say. That might be the best stat we could get. We are walking into so many projectiles. Okay, let me focus up for a second here. Yeah, I'm a little bit too unfocused. I keep getting hit by projectiles. It also feels like there's a lot of clutter, which is fair because I think I took 2 mice and like 4 gentle aliens. We have an insane amount of bonus enemies here, by the way. That's the main reason it feels so cluttered on the screen. We'll take an insanity. And can we get attack speed? Nice. Okay, perfect. One of these. Silver bullet does work against bosses for our turrets. A wrench upgrade. Nice. Okay. So yeah, we're going to want that silver bullet. That's really helpful because we need our turrets to deal a lot more damage to kill the final bosses. And by the way, we have 92 max HP, and just look how much we struggle with some of these waves. So I will say, you don't necessarily have to take bonus enemies, but it is kind of better. If you can handle it, it is definitely better to take it, especially if you find it early, because you will get so many additional materials, which means you have a lot more money and a lot more level ups. So it is definitely better. It will make you much stronger if you can make it through it. But currently we have, I do think it is like 40% additional enemies, which is a lot. That's a lot of additional enemies. But it just also means we get like 40% extra XP in money to use. Also means some of these waves look sketchy. But the Sunken Bell has been doing a really good job. Every time we dip to 40% health, it will explode and basically one-shot everything. Nice. Okay, we missed out on a lot of materials, but that's okay. Oh, a medical turret. I didn't even think about this. This is our first medical turret. If we had one of these this run, we would have been a lot safer as well, because it'll heal you for so much HP. It does so much healing. It is insane for this character. Let's see what else we get here at the very end. Projectile bounce. No thank you. Engineering. Engineering, sure. We don't need a recycling machine. It's way too late for that. Tardigrade, no thank you. None of this. A wrench, sure. We can do this and this. Another wrench, perfect. 2 more upgrades maybe. Bag, no. And a turret at the very end. Okay, there you go. We also had a turret or a wrench here, but this is perfect. I like tier 2 turrets over tier 3s anyways for the final boss. Does 8 times 29 damage. And then this one does 135 and explodes in an area. So these are very nice for killing big groups of enemies and also for burning down bosses. But yeah, let's go. This is going to be really slow and a little grindy / difficult, so keep that in mind. We're just going to stay near our turrets, try to get the medical turret healing as much as possible, and avoid being hit. That is all we're thinking about here. Medical turret's right there on the boss. We just want to stay in its range so we get the heals if we get hit. And again, avoiding being hit here. Moving out of the swirl from the boss. Moving out of the charge. Moving out of the swirl. This is why we have 30% move speed, so we can actually move out of everything easily. And evade all of these projectiles. Again, very cluttered on the screen, but it's okay. Staying near our medical turret. Engineer, once again, this is why I said I don't think he's that strong for 20 wave runs. There's definitely some things we could have gotten to make this way easier. The pile of books to let our turrets crit would have helped our damage a lot. More medical turrets, like if we had 2 medical turrets, we'd be really safe. We'd have so much healing. More gardens could have helped as well. We did kill one boss, that's one down. And this is going to be it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. You can leave any questions or comments below. And maybe leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But that is it for the engineer. Next time we will be playing the explorer. Super fun character, has a massive map, ton of extra enemies. Yeah, so I hope you guys come and watch that. But that's it for today. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Okay, goodbye for now. Bye bye.